All right. Well, I wanted to just welcome you guys tonight. And if you guys can put yourself on mute, that way we have a clear recording for the people that aren't able to be on tonight. But I just wanted to welcome you. We had a wonderful summer. We brought on a lot of new partners, which we're excited to link arms with you guys and help you to do whatever you would like to do. And so I just wanted to welcome you to our team. And we just want to keep this brief tonight. But I wanted to have the opportunity to introduce you guys and hear from each one of your leaders. So I'm going to share my story, our family's journey briefly. And then I have Billy Leonard, who's here with us. And I have his mom that's here, Sandy Leonard, and you're going to get to hear all of their stories and all about their journey and what has brought them to today over the years. But just to briefly, just to briefly share our family's journey, for those of you guys who may not know, we have been using Juice Plus for over 7 years. And 7 years ago, I was a mom to just 2 kids. Now I have 4 kids. We live in Columbia, South Carolina, where my husband is a worship pastor here. I'm a former teacher, now a stay-at-home mom, a homeschool mom. But 7 years ago, I was a mom to 2 kids, and we were stuck in a vicious sick cycle. It seemed like every month we were catching whatever was going around and circulating in the community. And I was doing my very best, but I was overwhelmed. And my son was struggling with severe eczema. It had gotten to the point, he was 2, and it had just continued to worsen. It got to the point where I was unable to even bathe him because it would just irritate his skin so much. He also struggled with reactive airway. So he was treated as if he had asthma. So he was on daily inhalers for that. And both the kids and my husband were on seasonal allergy medicine every day. So I really began to pray that God would show me an answer. I felt like we were putting a Band-Aid on deeper rooted issues. And again, I was doing the very best I could to feed them well. And that is when a friend shared with us about Juice Plus. And when I looked at it, I saw it had a nutrition label as opposed to a supplement label. I knew that it was purely fruits and vegetables and that it was definitely worth giving a try. So we did. And thankfully, immediately I knew it was getting into our bloodstream. Within a month, my son's eczema began to clear up, which was a huge answer to prayer. And the sickness just began to dissipate in our family. And over the course of the months, the kids and my husband were able to get off of their seasonal allergy medicine. And so it was a huge answer to prayer to see how the plants were getting into our bodies at the cellular level and really changing our immune health and our overall health. And within a year, my son was off of all of his breathing treatments. And so that was huge. I went on to use Juice Plus in my 3rd and my 4th pregnancies. And those little babies and toddlers, and now they're kids. It's just been such a difference, the second 2 compared to our first 2 kids, how healthy they've been over the years being in preschool and childcare. And so when we had used Juice Plus for about a little over 3 years, I was already sharing with friends because that's what moms do. That's what you do with your friends. When you found something that's helped you, you want to help other people. And I was also looking for a way to be able to bring in some income for our family. I wanted to be able to continue to stay home. And that is when I partnered with the Juice Plus company. So that was about 4 years ago. And I really didn't have an intention to build a business. I just was opening myself up to be a resource to others. But God has done so much more than I would have ever imagined. And it's grown to be able to help impact hundreds of families' lives and help them get healthier from the inside out. as well as I love getting to partner with friends who want to build an income, another stream of income or a full-time income from home. And so it's been a huge ministry opportunity to help serve bigger and bless others, and a huge blessing for our family. And so I love getting to partner with new people, new friends, reconnect with friends from the past. And I always share that I can only reach so far, but when we partner with other people and friends, you guys know a lot more people than I do, so we can have a greater impact. So I am so excited that y'all are joining us, and I am going to pass it off to my good friend Billy. Billy, share with us your story, your journey, and what brings you to today.
Okay, thanks, Whitney. Hey, everybody. Thanks so much for jumping on and hearing my story. 26 years ago, Mom, who you'll hear from next, brought Juice Plus home. I was 17 years old. And for me, Mom will tell you her experience with the product. But for me, 17 in high school, had really, really bad acne. I had struggled for 5 years. I did 2 rounds of a prescription drug called Accutane, which is really not good for you. But it is supposed to get rid of the acne. And obviously I did 2 rounds because the first round did not work. The second round did not work either. And when Mom brought home Juice Plus, she made us take it, us, my sister and I started to notice slowly but surely my skin started to clear up. And not only did the acne start going away, but the pock marks, the damage to the skin was healing. And 4-6 months, something like that, into taking Juice Plus, my skin had pretty much cleared up completely. And I thought, this is incredible. Maybe this Juice Plus has something to do with this. Even though it was only 17, you might think, were you even aware? Yes, if you have really bad acne and you're in high school, then you're very aware of, trying everything, whatever you can do. So not only did it help with that, it helped with seasonal allergies. So I was getting shots twice a week for my seasonal allergies, and it really made a difference with that as well. The other big thing, there's so many things that the Juice Plus products over, of course, 26 years that made a big difference. We were talking earlier about the Tower Garden, which we've had a total of 3 of at different points over the last 10 years. Right now we have 1 that we grow indoors year round, eat off of it almost every morning, put it in our omelet, something like that. We eat off of it most evenings. My wife makes a salad. I like putting it on pizza or making a salad. I like both, but it is amazing to have a place where you can pick vine ripened produce anytime you want, right in your living room, right off your kitchen, something like that. Tastes amazing. But the other big thing that I like to share about is I've got 3 daughters, and 2 of them were born with a form of muscular dystrophy. And the way that their specific condition works is their bodies, their muscles, of course, are much weaker than most people's. And it should be very easy for them to get pneumonia multiple times, to get the flu frequently, because their bodies just can't pump things out of their lungs, get stuff out of their airways. But I believe because God has really protected them, and also because we've been giving them 30 different fruits, vegetables, and berries every day since they were 8 months old, that even though they don't have strong kind of muscles, they've got very balanced, what we call strong immune systems, and their body is able to fight off, diseases and sicknesses and things like that. So we're incredibly grateful to God and Juice Plus for protecting them. 10 years ago is when I really started looking at the business seriously. There have been multiple times before that where I had dabbled, but 10 years ago, I was working in the corporate world, corporate America. I was working way too many hours every week. I met my wife in Taiwan when I was a missionary there. Her third language is English. And we've got these 2 kids with muscular dystrophy. And there was a lot of doctor appointments, but I was working a lot of hours at work. And God essentially said to me 10 years ago, Billy, your family is serving your career goals, and you need a career that will serve your family goals. Now, most people do not do Juice Plus as a full-time career. It's just, that's not the main thing that this is for. It's just something you can anybody can do on the side, a couple hours a week, build a great residual part-time income, and mainly help people, be a part of this community and help people. But for me, I was looking for something a little bit more. And you'll hear from Mom. She kind of modeled for me that you can do more with this. And so by God's grace, Mom's help, and amazing leaders and team members like Whitney, that's been made possible. This is what I do full time now. And I get to go to all the doctor's appointments for the last 10 years with my kids. And that has literally changed their lives. So incredibly grateful for this business, for this community, and for the products. I don't even hear my dog in the background, but that's the dog sneezing and playing with a bone. So I will go on mute now.
Okay. All right. And now I want to introduce and have Sandy. I want you to share with us your journey, your story, and all that God's done through Juice Plus in this business.
Sure. Thank you for having me on, and I hope I get a chance. I'm sorry I was late. I was on the wrong Zoom number.
No, thank you so much for being here.
Yeah. So I hope I get a chance to meet Jill and Byra before we get off too. So yes, I was introduced to Juice Plus a little over 26 years ago. And Juice Plus had been out for 2 years at that point. And I was in the fitness industry, and I thought that we were very healthy and that we didn't take vitamins. So when somebody introduced me to this, I just said, thank you, but no, thank you. We don't do vitamins. And thank goodness she continued to educate me. And she finally convinced me that it was just food. So I decided to give it a try. And 10 days later, I woke up feeling rested. And I thought, wow, there must be something to this. And because we have a family history of degenerative diseases, my grandmother had Alzheimer's. My mom died of a stroke, but she and her 3 sisters all had breast cancer. And I wanted to do whatever I could to keep my family from getting these dreaded diseases. So I thought I wanted everybody to take it. I had 2 kids, Billy and his sister, my husband and I. So I thought, well, maybe I can just make enough to pay for what we consume. That was really all I wanted to do. But over the past 26 years, the Juice Plus company has given me the ability to help change the health and offer life change for hundreds of people. So I really look at my Juice Plus business as a platform for ministry to help people with their health and to help moms build a business so they can stay at home with their kids. I was able to do that, and I really wanted that for my friends too. So, you know, I had probably been taking Juice Plus for about 5 years, and then I was diagnosed with rheumatoid arthritis and didn't even know that I had it. But after a 3-day, 60-mile walk for Avon breast cancer, I found out that I had rheumatoid arthritis, and I know that it was the Juice Plus that kept me from even knowing that I had it. But the neat thing is I ran 6 different half marathons at St. Jude's, and I ran my last one at age 70 about almost 4 years ago. So rheumatoid arthritis has not kept me from being able to do what I want to do. And so I love that. So I have been able also to gift Juice Plus to an orphanage in Guatemala. And I was able to do that for 8 years. Haven't been able to get it to them in the last 2 or 3, but I know that was for 50 special needs kids, and it made a difference in their lives. So it was a blessing, not only for the kids, but for me too. And I love the community, the people that I get to work with. It's amazing. I tell everybody that my Juice Plus friends are my best and closest friends that I have. And if it had have not been for the Juice Plus business, I wouldn't know all of these people. So I absolutely love that about it too. So it's a big family. That's what it is.
Yes. I always love hearing your story. Thank you for sharing with us, Sandy. Thank you so much. So I wanted to thank you guys for being here. I'm going to stop the recording and then we can introduce each other if you want to chat for just a second. So let me stop that.